Again, nothing very advanced, just a basic thing, warehouse operation. So there are basically so many operations, but in a nutshell, there are three operations in warehouse. So, and this has happened in this sequence. It's like a cycle. So we receive, we store, and then we issue. That's it. And after issue, again we order and then we receive. So it's like a cycle. So stock coming and stock going, coming, going, coming, going. It's simple. So warehouse is the one area where we receive the material, we store it for some time until the demand comes. Whenever the demand comes, we issue it. This language is a warehouse language: receiving, storing, issuing. If I use a journal language, a very specific warehouse language, we can say receiving means physically binning, putting item into bin. Then storing means securing safely, right? And then whenever there is a demand, we issue. Now, when we issue, we have to pick. So this is again a warehouse language: binning, securing, picking. Otherwise, in terms of finance language, as a finances, as an accountant's language, I can say receiving, storing, or issue. It's just like a debit credit, right? Now, what should be the ideal warehouse? Warehouse should be very important. Unfortunately, in the spare part industry, we make a wonderful showroom, new car showroom. We make a very high tech. We spend a lot of time, a lot of money. Companies spend a lot of money on showroom, the new car showroom, uh, the new vehicle sales. But when it comes to parts department, they are not investing. It's just a junk yard. It's just a stock yard. It's just a old building, small room. So, but yeah. So that's the reality here, right? In India at least. Uh, so it's like in our home also. Our bedroom is very neat and clean, but our washroom is very dirty. We hardly take care about our washroom. That washroom should also be very neat and clean. But unfortunately, we focus more on the bedroom, drying room. So same happen in our industry. There must be a focus on warehouse, and there must be a ideal warehouse condition. What are the attributes of ideal warehouse? What type of warehouse should be? The warehouse should be having proper illumination. The ideal warehouse should have a proper ventilation, proper evacuation, proper safety precaution should be there, and it should be a proper visualization. Very simple. This is my own body wording which I have just decided. I never use copy paste data. It's my content actually. Illumination, ventilation, evacuation, precaution, safety precaution, and visualization. Very simple. I think you all must be aware of these things. What is the illumination? Illumination means proper lighting so that we can have a proper visibility. So it will be easy to search parts, because if there is no proper lighting, there is no proper illumination, and we will keep struggling searching for parts. It also ensures safety. It also reduces errors. So lighting must. So some warehouse has been designed beautifully by architect in such a way that during the day the natural light comes naturally. Again, from the point of energy saving, from the point of electricity saving, I have seen some warehouse where during the daytime you don't need to use electricity because natural light is coming. And, wonderful light is there, so that's all visibility. Right? So that's one attribute on our warehouse. What should we do? Ventilation. There must be a proper. What is ventilation? There must be a sufficient flow of natural air within the storage area. This is good for us as a human being, those who are working there. This is good for the parts also. I mean, otherwise, I don't know. Technically, you probably know more than me. There must be a proper airflow. Otherwise, stink will happen, or maybe rust could happen to the some parts, or maybe some something wrong happen if there is no proper flow of air. So proper ventilation should also be there in the warehouse. So proper lighting, proper ventilation, proper evacuation. There must be a comfortable exit. especially in case of emergency. There must be a proper, uh, there must be a very comfortable in and out area, receiving area, delivery area must be very properly managed. So there should not be any chaos. There should not be any stuck up situation. I have seen some warehouse very badly designed. No, they're stuck up. A lot of things are there, you know, hodgepodge, and then then a lot of stress comes in their life. Proper evacuation should be there with proper marking. There should also be a safety, enough safety precaution in our warehouse. After all, people are working there, so proper medical and safety equipment like the first aid box, the helmets, the fire extinguisher. It will improve our health. It will improve our morale also. People are not feeling safe. They are not. Their moral level will come down. I don't know. I think everyone should have a basics first aid training, and this fire extinguisher is very important. I have seen most of the warehouses they do not have fire extinguisher. If they have, I mean, nobody knows how to use this. So there must be refill after a certain period of time. This is a basic requirement in the warehouse. A proper visualization. If everything is clear, it creates the visualization creates clear communication basically. It brings a clarity, and the visualization also reduces the chance of error. It should be our warehouse should be visualized. You know, everything should be there in front of our eyes. All information should be there. So these are the attributes of ideal warehouse. And warehouse is nothing but a space management. How we manage our space. And space is a crisis. You know, I have seen many parts managers, many parts people, they are crying for the space. Sir, let me tell you one beautiful things. I'm doing sales training also, a lot of sales training, and I'm doing parts training also. I do service training also. So whenever there is a new product launch, and if I'm doing a sales training, people are very excited. Oh wow! So the new product is coming. Wow! It's a new launch, new product, new technology, and everyone is happy. Sales people are very happy. Oh wow! New product is coming. But at the same time, if I say new product is coming, the parts people start crying. Oh my God! Another new part, huh? Oh my God! Shit! Another another new model because another new variety is coming. Because they have to keep all the parts, whether it's a 15-year-old model or so it's a burden for parts people. I hope you understand my message. I hope this is your pain also, parts people. For every new model launching, it's a burden. Another new parts, another new kit will come. And there is a space crisis because space is there, space is not increasing. The same warehouse, it was 10-year-old. When we have a like let's say one dealership, let's say one Toyota dealership, which comes into India, that comes in one model, let's say one model Qualis. We have a space, we have a parts warehouse. Then another model launch, another variant, another model launch. Volume is also increasing, but my space is still there. It's not like that my boss is giving me news warehouse also every year. No. Every year new model is launching, every year volume is also increasing, business is increasing, but the space is same. So that's the pain of parts manager. They are crying. So what we do, what we suggest is do Kaizen, do some improvement. And this should be a thumb rule. Every time, at any point of time, make your 20% space empty for future usage. Because future, anytime demand will increase, anytime new model will come in market. So you will not get extra space. You have to manage within the space. So that's a big challenge. Space is a big challenge for warehouse guy. So we need to do Kaizen. Now, what is Kaizen? Kaizen is a Japanese word. It's again altogether different topic. We have a full training on Kaizen. Kaizen is a Japanese word. Continuous improvement. Literally, it means change for better. But generally, in a general language, we call it improvement. So do improvement. think of, just put your mind and think, how can I increase my space? Use some better storage techniques. Do 5S. 5S is again a housekeeping concept. Siri, Sito, Siso, Seketsu, Suzuki. These are the 5 Japanese words. That is sorting, set in order, shine, standardize, sustain. How can I? So what is sorting? Remove on all unnecessary items. All old stuff, old stationery, unnecessary items from the warehouse. Remove. Create space. Then set in order. Put everything in order, in organized way, in a right location, so that it improves your binning and picking. Then shine. Your warehouse should shine like a dry room. Cleanliness, housekeeping. So all these 3S should be done as per the standard, and that is the standardization, and that all 4S should be done as a habit, as a self-discipline. That is the fifth S. So this 5S is a wonderful practice, especially in a Japanese companies. It is a regular practice. So we should learn to do a regular 5S in our warehouse. And also, I have already told you during inventory management topic, we should continuously have a physical stock monitoring, physical counting. Now there are two types. One is periodic, as I told you, annual, biannual, quarterly, and there is a perpetual. Perpetual means continuously, like ongoing, anytime, any number, any day, on a regular basis. So that I should have a see what happens if I'm not monitoring my stock. Maybe let me give you one example. Maybe there are so many mouse in the warehouse, and they are creating trouble for us. They are eating the parts. I hope it happened with you also. In India, there are a lot of rats, mouse in the warehouse. Destroy the rubber part. They eat actually the rubber part. Lot of loss they created. So lot of things happen. So I should continuously, regularly monitor my stock, physical verification. And your annual, once you do this, you should be accuracy. You should know what is. So ideally, this should be, again, 100% is not possible. So your stock should match your physical data match with the system data almost 99%, right, or 90%. Small nut, bolt, clip, washer, it's okay. Some variation is okay, no issue. But again, 98-99% ratio should be there. And then we have some storage techniques. Quickly, I will just go through this. So this is what I learned from Toyota. Toyota still teaches this, or Toyota still implement these 7 storage techniques throughout the world. So one is group similar parts together, store parts vertical, store parts within easy reach, store heavy parts down, establish a separate location for each part, irregularity control, and store parts according to the movement. Quickly, I will just take example. Number 1, store group similar parts together. So based on the type, shape, size, the grouping, the storage should be. Let me give you one simple example of group. Group means, like, for example, engine group. So piston, connecting rod, ring, or the bearing, big end bearing. All these parts should be stock, all together. It should not be like piston is here and ring is there, and then the bearing is there on the second floor. See, whenever there is an engine overall demand, all these demand of these things come together. So it will save my route actually. Again, based on size also, all small parts should be stored here, then very small, then medium, something like this. So based on size also you can store, based on the technical group also you can store in together. So this technique is group similar parts together, based on size, based on group. If there is a seal, all oil seals should be stored together. Whether it's oil, gear oil seal, differential seal, engine seal, crankshaft seal, whatsoever seal is there. If there's a bearing, all bearing should be there. If it's a bolt, all bolts should be there. And based on size also. I hope this is clear. Number 1, groups the parts together. Again, group wise, engine parts, gear parts, brake pads, suspension part, AC part. So this also can be done. So, but if your rack is designed as per the size, then use this style. Size according to size. If you have a different size in a same rack, then use this method. Both way, I mean, it doesn't matter which is suitable to you. Again, category wise. At one place, all oil seals. At another place, all nuts, all bolts, all bearing, all grommet, clips. This is another method. Whatever, depend upon the types of rack which you are using. Second technique is store parts vertical. If you put your parts vertical, it will consume less space. Very basic common sense. If you put part vertical, it consumes less space. So please store parts vertically. Because horizontally we have enough, we do not have enough space. We have a limit. But from height we have a availability of space. So use standing storage, vertical storage. Now just take this example. Store horizontally and same item is stored vertically. Can you see the difference? How much space? Same item, same 5-cylinder, 5 roof carrier, and same 4-cylinder silencer, 4 silencer and 5 roof carrier. If I stock horizontally, how much space it will take, and if I stock vertically, how much space it will take. Just take a look. Almost half of the space I'm able to save. So store parts vertically. Is it clear? Very simple. Space management. Warehouse is basically how you save the space. Another technique is store within easy reach. It should not be too far. It should be otherwise it will be dangerous. So your storage should be in the reach of your worker. Another is store heavy parts down. So the heavy items should not be stored on the upper shelf. It should be on the lower shelf or medium shelf. Otherwise, it can be dangerous. Head injury could happen if I stock heavy part on the above shelf, upper shelf. Very common sense things, I think. But still, put your mind, do some Kaizen. Put your mind, do some Kaizen. Establish a separate location for each part. Yes, very, very important. There should be a bin location. So every part should be stored separately. If there are 1,000 items, there should be 1,000 location. It should not be like in one bin you store 3 items. No. Each location should be dedicated to one part of it. And you can design rack accordingly. Like for glasses, we have a wooden rack. For nut bolt, we have a bin type rack. Different type of rack. Another technique is store irregularity control. So there is an overstock. If there is an overstock, understock, it should be visually controlled. I should be able to see visually what is overstock, what is understock. And the last is very, very important, store parts according to movement. If you remember, we do FMS analysis, fast moving, medium moving, slow moving. So basically common sense says your fast moving item should be near to your delivery counter. It should be stored near to the delivery counter. I think this is a very basic common sense which everybody uses. So your medium movement a little bit far away, and then very slow moving item very on the last corner of the warehouse. So store parts according to the movement. You can create a U structure also. U structure is like you start moving from here, start picking, start moving and coming, and then you cover everything. This structure is being used in the manufacturing industry also. They call it cellular manufacturing. It's like a cell itself. This method can also be used, especially where there's a picking, packing method is used. And then we have a 5S. We have already discussed. That's all about today's training. It's 9:30 here in India. Must be 10, I think, there in your country. Uh, so topics are deep, but times is limited. Right? I tried my hard to cover everything in a little bit of time. So thank you for everyone for all these 4 days of session, and over to Duan for final closing.
Thank you very much, sir. It's been a very uh, deep indeed. It changed the perception that how we think, how we perceive, the way we think actually, what are the bottom line and what is happening behind of the scene. It is very, very important. Again, I congratulate everyone. This is their step to improve their self, and the thinking is, the improvement comes from the thought process. And I very much congratulate everyone to give us an opportunity to share knowledge and to help them to grow in their position, what they are looking for. সবাইকে অনেক অনেক ধন্যবাদ জানাই। আহ, আপনাদের কারো কোনো যদি কিছু রিয়াকশন শেয়ার করা থাকে আপনারা প্লিজ করতে পারেন। জাফর ভাই আছেন, সাইফুল ভাই আছেন, শাহরিয়ার ভাই আছেন। হ্যালো।
I hope they are not sleeping.
জি শোনা
Yeah.
শোনা যাচ্ছে
জি হ্যাঁ, জাফর ভাই।
স্যার আমার ওয়ান রিকোয়েস্ট প্লিজ when you স্যার স্যার our one request for you you request you please when you arrange the warehouse management training program then you will inform us, then we will join the training program.
Sure, we will be correct. Yeah, he is asking that if there is any warehouse management training that is upcoming for us, if we can contact him or inform him about the upcoming
Hello.
session. Yes, Zafar bhai, হ্যাঁ আমি কন্টাক্ট করছি মেসেজটা।
So when we come to the warehouse management, there is a less theoretical training, more practical training. So for that, I should come to Bangladesh to your warehouse and I'll do consulting.
We have some planning, sir, regarding that, and I should be, we will have some cross meeting regarding that. I have some certain plan. Our team is working for that actually, but again, we want to work step by step, and it's a
For inventory management, if you look at these two topics, inventory management is more like theoretical, more like a theory or calculation or mathematics or just a definitions. But warehouse is no theory. I mean, it's practical. I should come to your warehouse. I should do everything. I should explain everything practically here. So that's a big difference between warehouse training
Okay.
and inventory management training.
জাফর ভাই, আমাদের আসলে ওই ধরনের প্ল্যানিং আছে স্যারকে দেশে আনার জন্য, ডিরেক্টলি কনসালটেশনের জন্য, এবং আমাদের ওই ধরনের প্ল্যানিং আছে অ্যাকচুয়ালি। সো আমরা ডিরেক্টলি উত্তরাতেই হচ্ছে আমরা নক করব। ওকে, উত্তরাতে নক করব, এবং বিভিন্ন অন্যান্য যে ওইএম গুলো আছে ওখানে আমাদের প্ল্যানিং আছে। বাই দিস টাইম আমরা এখন অনলি ট্রেনিং এ ফোকাস করতেছি, বাট উইদিন শর্ট টাইম আমরা এটাতে চলে আসবো, বিকজ স্যার নিজেও এখন অটোমোবাইল পাঠশালা একটা টিমমেট। He's
I'm a
not.
part of, yeah,
Yes,
I'm not
he's
an
a part
external
of.
person, I'm a part of person.
Yeah. So I think yes, we already have spent so much time, and everyone is, have spent a long time uh, in learning and being consistent. What our sir have shared with us. So I'm once again I'm very much thankful to you and to our trainer also. The the recorded class will be uploaded within an hour, and we will be taking some feedback regarding the training and what we can actually improve. What are the pros and cons that you have faced in our training? We will go through on this, and take a we will conduct an analysis, and we
If
will
they
come to some.
want,
Yes.
if they want help, practical help, we can
Yeah.
design template for
Yeah.
them also.
Yeah.
We can design Excel macro also. So they just enter the data and automatically it will calculate. So it will save their time up. If they are not so expert in Excel, we can design ready-made macro. They just enter the data and it will, within a second it will do their job. That also we can do. Anyway, depend upon their requirement.
Right. So
Thank you.
yeah, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. So thanking you again, all of everyone. So keep learning, and I must.
ভাই
হ্যাঁ ভাই বলেন।
ট্রেনিং কি শেষ আজকেই?
হ্যাঁ, আজকে ট্রেনিং শেষ, অ্যান্ড আমরা হচ্ছে ম্যাটেরিয়াল এবং আদার যে ভিডিও সবকিছু হচ্ছে আমরা আপলোড করে দেবো। ওকে,
হ্যাঁ, স্যারকে অনেক অনেক ধন্যবাদ যে ডিপলি আমাদেরকে করলি বুঝাই বলছে, আমরা নতুন কিছু শিখছি। আশা করছি এই অনুযায়ী আমরা কাজ করব, যতটুকু শিখছি ততটুকু ইমপ্লিমেন্ট করার চেষ্টা করব। যদি কখনো আটকায় যাই এই কাজ করতে যাই, আশা করছি স্যার আমাদেরকে এই বিষয়ে হেল্প করবে আপনার মাধ্যম দিয়ে,
অলওয়েজ
এবং
অলওয়েজ।
পরবর্তীতে আরো অ্যাডভান্স লেভেলে যাতে আরো নিজের সেলফ ডেভেলপমেন্ট করতে পারি, বা যে অর্গানাইজেশনে আছি সেই অর্গানাইজেশন ডেভেলপ করতে পারি। এজন্য যদি কোনো জায়গায় কিছু আস্কিং থাকে বা কোথাও কোনো কাজ করতে যাই আমি যদি আটকায় যাই, তো আপনার মাধ্যম দিয়ে স্যারের একটু হেল্প চাইবো।
Sure.
আশা করছি স্যার অবশ্যই হেল্প করবেন, এবং স্যারকে অসংখ্য অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ আমাদেরকে এত স্বচ্ছভাবে সুন্দরভাবে স্পষ্ট করে বুঝিয়ে দেওয়ার জন্য, হাতে ধরে শিখিয়েছে। আমার পার্সোনালি খুব ভালো লাগছে স্যারকে। থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার। আর পিএল ভাই আপনি এটা একটু কনভার্ট করে দেন।
I
Okay.
can just imagine what you have said. Maybe you are thinking.
Yeah. It's the same. So before closing the session, I have something to share on regard this Saiful Khan bhai have said. আমাদের আসলে consultation service আছে. If you are facing any career related problem or challenges you are facing in your career regarding service, sales and spare, we have strong consultant. So we can provide you the actual service regarding to solve your problem. It has to be done in a proper manner, in a proper professional way. It's not like that okay, I want to talk with PL bhai or sir, I have this problem. No, it has to be in a proper way that you can actually get the sustainable solution, not the instant solution. There is a difference between instant and sustainable solution. So আমরা সাস্টেনেবল সলিউশনের জন্য আপনারা যে কোনো সময় আমাদের নক দিতে পারেন। আমরা একটা টাইম শিডিউল ফিক্সড করে আমরা কনসালটেশন, অ্যাগেইন এটা ট্রেনিং এর মতোই বলা যায়, আমরা আমাদের কনসালটেশন সার্ভিস আছে, and you can get the opportunity to solve your problem in your practical life. So up to that, we are closing this session. Please keep learning, and learning is earning. That is the golden statement, and I hope you will have a wonderful journey in your career. So take care and bye bye. Good night. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.